It was January 26, 2013, late evening at the Cecil Hotel in downtown Los Angeles, a place layered with decades of suicides, disappearances, and broken dreams. Hours earlier, 21-year-old Elisa Lam had been a normal traveler, photographing murals, chatting politely with hostel roommates, posting playful updates, her suitcase neatly packed on a squeaking metal bed. The hotel hummed with ordinary sounds, distant sirens drifting up from Skid Row, ice clinking in a bucket, pipes rattling like tired bones. Nothing that hinted at the nightmare waiting above. But as the night thinned, so did that normalcy. On the elevator footage, Elisa's posture shifted from curious to uneasy. She peered into the hallway as though someone stood just outside the frame. This was the point of no return, the moment where a routine ride became something ritualistic and wrong. She pressed buttons she could not reach, stepped out and back in, hid behind the corner, then returned with a slow, deliberate movement that felt less like choice and more like instruction. The air in the hotel seemed to cool, a faint metallic tang creeping through the corridors as lights flickered in tired pulses. Somewhere above, the rooftop water tank waited in darkness, a sealed iron cylinder that swallowed sound. The dread was no longer subtle, it pressed against the skin, a sensation like being watched through a keyhole. By morning, the city woke to something wrong. Guests said the water tasted sweet and rotten at once, metallic and alive, and that the pressure dropped to a whisper. Days passed before maintenance climbed to the roof and pried open the heavy lid of the water tank with reluctant hands. Inside, they found Elisa Lam floating upright, clothes still on, as if suspended in a dream that had turned liquid. There were no signs of forced entry, no clear path she could have taken to get there, and no witness who saw her cross the roof. The last known moment of her life lingers on grainy video. A young woman alone in a metal box, speaking to emptiness, hands writing messages in the air that no one can translate. Investigators spoke of mental health, coincidence, and tragic misadventure, yet none of those explanations washed away the unease clinging to the Cecil's walls. At night, guests claim they hear a drip from the pipes, as if someone is tapping back. And when the elevator doors open on the 13th floor with no one inside, you can almost feel her waiting in the empty light, counting the seconds between breath and water that never comes back again.